from the files of the agency. Event 09, Rust of the Titanic. In 1971, a bizarre and anomalous event shook New York City to its core. The RMS Titanic, thought lost for decades, mysteriously reappeared and drifted into port without warning. The ship, seemingly untouched by time, was immediately boarded by a team of investigators, eager to uncover the mystery of its sudden return. But what they unleashed was beyond comprehension. Upon inspecting the ship, a pathogen of unknown origin was inadvertently released. It appeared as a corrosive, rust-like spore clinging to the ship's interior and crew, as if it had traveled from another dimension. Once exposed, the spores quickly latched onto the first investigator. Within minutes, they began to dissolve skin and tissue, causing rapid necrosis. The infected became carriers, transferring the spore through mere contact. The first outbreak was contained to the team, but as panic spread, so did the pathogen. Soon, it spilled out into the streets of New York. The spores mutated at an alarming rate, causing grotesque transformations in those they infected. Pits formed across victims' bodies, spewing spores into the air as they stumbled through the streets. These unfortunate souls were twisted into deformed figures, their screams echoing through a city on the brink of chaos. Within 7 days, New York City descended into pure pandemonium. The rust-colored spores had consumed the city's infrastructure, corroding buildings and vehicles as the pathogen ravaged the population. Entire blocks were left desolate, coated in rust, with the few surviving inhabitants horrifically disfigured, their anguished cries breaking the eerie silence of a once vibrant metropolis. New York had become a rusted wasteland, a ghost town haunted by the few deformed victims who still wandered its streets, carrying the living plague with them. The city had been consumed, leaving only echoes of its former self, swallowed by a pathogen that no one could have ever predicted, the rust of the Titanic.